Hi everyone, CFL Park Hopper here at Universal Orlando. And today we're going to talk about, is Express Pass necessary on my next trip? And we're going to go through a few different scenarios of when you may be coming, how many days you may be coming, and what type of Express Pass you want. And we'll see if it is worth getting that on your next trip. Let's go. All right everyone, so in case you're not sure what Express Pass even is, Express Pass is the quick way to get on rides here at Universal Orlando. And it is a charged system. You basically can pay for the whole day, but you would be able to ride every ride in the park that includes Express Pass in it, which is the majority of the rides here at Universal Orlando at both parks. Or if you're staying at one of the top end hotels, they include Express Pass in their hotel stay. So that could be another way that you could get Express Pass. So you either have to buy it for the length of days that you want it for, or stay at a hotel. So let's talk about when I would do it and that kind of thing. So I would look at when you are going to come and for how long you're going to come. If you're coming on an extremely busy week, such as a holiday week, like it's mid-April right now, we just finished Easter. The week going into Easter and the week coming out of Easter were the two busiest weeks of our spring break season. And I would have highly recommended getting Express Pass to anyone coming in those 2 weeks. It is now the week after that, and the crowds are a lot less, and the ride lines are significantly less. So on this week, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it unless you're only going to be here maybe one day. Then I would recommend it. But if you're coming like the week of Christmas or New Year's, definitely want to consider Express Pass. If you're coming around 4th of July, Thanksgiving, so any of the big holidays, I would recommend it. If you're coming in the middle of a month of school, like now it's late April to the middle of May, or probably like mid-September to mid-October, you probably won't really need it. But again, I would then consider my length of stay. So if I'm going to come to a Universal vacation and I'm going to be at Universal and on their property and maybe spend like 3 or 4 days in the parks, again, if I'm coming in the off season, I probably wouldn't worry about getting Express Pass because I'll be in the parks 3 or 4 days. And when the lines are, under an hour for everything, it's pretty doable and I could save the money. However, if I'm again coming in those busier weeks, again, you're looking at lines that are over an hour. A lot of lines are closer to an hour and a half to 2 hours on average. So, that's a long time to stand in line. So I would look at getting Express Pass. Now, if I was only coming to Universal for like one day and I was planning to do both parks in one day, then I would also probably consider getting Express Pass because that's a lot of things to do in one day. And even if it is off season, you would be guaranteed to get through the lines really quickly, which again will help you maximize your time and getting through and seeing everything that you want to see. If I'm coming one day in the peak season, I'm definitely going to need Express Pass, absolutely, unless I'm not a big ride person and I'm just coming to walk around. So, these are some different factors to consider. Now, there are some people that take advantage of the Hotel Express Pass, and let me talk a little bit about that in detail. Okay, so there are several hotels on the Universal property, and the top 3 hotels, or I should say the most expensive of the 3 hotels, are the Royal Pacific, the Hard Rock Hotel, and the Portofino Bay Hotel. And each of those hotels includes unlimited Express Pass in your length of stay at the resort. So even if you're only going to stay at the resort for one night, you would get Express Pass to the parks for the check-in day and the checkout day. So that's 2 days of parks that you would have Express Pass just by sleeping one night at the hotel. So I know a lot of guests that do that to take advantage of 2 days of Express. So there's a lot of people that will come to Universal on like a 3 or 4 day vacation, and they'll do one night at one of the top end hotels, the 3 that I just mentioned, and they will get to that hotel at like 7 a.m. on their check-in day to get their Express Pass going, and then they will head to the parks, and then they will use it all of that day, and then the next day they're going to check out and perhaps switch to one of the lower end hotels on the property, but they will still get Express Pass for that second day. So that might be 2 days then that they can use Express Pass, really take advantage of the lines and the rides. And then, you know, they may still be at the resort, at a lower end resort, and then doing the parks maybe for another 2 days. But they'll kind of take those 2 days to kind of do the parks more in leisure. You know, just take their time seeing stuff, maybe do some rides, you know, again, of course, but knowing that they would wait in line for things. So how can you decide whether it's better for you to book that top-end hotel and stay that way and get Express Pass, or just buy Express Pass? Well, the price of Express Pass, when you're buying it per day, it varies by season. So in the busy season, those Express Passes can cost close to $300 per person per day. If I had a family of 5, times $300 for the Express Pass for 1 day, that's a significant amount of money added onto my vacation. However, if I stay at one of the top-end hotels for 1 night, yes, they're more expensive hotels, so you're looking at, you know, maybe $400 to $500 a night, but it's 1 night and your entire family is included in that one price, and they all get Express Pass included because of that 1 night of room. It would significantly save you money just to do the hotel for 1 night and have 2 days of Express Pass versus buying Express Passes for all of your family individually for the day. So if you're coming in the peak season, I would really consider it. If you are coming more in the off season, like even this week, like I said, is a little bit less crowded than the last few weeks. I checked on the price of Express Pass today. They have 2 kinds of Express Pass, by the way. One is unlimited, which means I can use it on the same ride multiple times. Here's the Velocicoaster going around, by the way, if you haven't seen this before. Or they have the Express Pass where you can just basically ride each ride 1 time. So for today, in the middle of April, the 1-time pass is going for $104, and I think the unlimited one was going for like $140 or $160, just a little bit more, and then I could ride it multiple times. So that's pretty affordable, a lot more affordable than $300 just for 1 day. So again, it's going to depend on what time of year you're coming, and, you know, weighing your options of the hotel costs, and again, for how many days. So if you're staying off property and you're only going to come to Universal Parks for 1 day, then you could look and see, hey, is it going to be worth it for us to afford the 1 day of Express Pass to buy it? But again, if you're going to do a Universal vacation and come to Universal property for, you know, multiple days, I would really consider doing at least 1 night at a deluxe resort. And then, you know, moving to one of the lower end resorts like Cabana Bay or Dockside or Surfside, something like that for the rest of my stay, and at least getting 2 days of Express Pass through the hotel. Now there is one major ride that is not on Express Pass yet. The Velocicoaster that I just showed you just recently moved to Express Pass in February. So that is now on Express Pass. But Hagrid's Magical Creature Motorbike Adventure is not on Express Pass. It is the most popular ride in all of Universal Orlando. And so you're gonna just have to plan to be in line for this one ride. And I'm gonna give you a tip. A lot of people like to think, oh, I need to come and do this at rope drop early in the morning. However, I have found, I'm not extremely successful with rope drop because I don't really like to get up. So unless your family is super early risers and can guarantee that they are gonna be at the Islands of Adventure gate before it opens for early park admission. And keep in mind, early park admission is only allowed for people staying at Universal Hotel properties and for the top 2 end of the annual passes. So if you're not staying on Universal property at all, you won't even be able to get early park admission. But if you can't be at the Islands of Adventure gate at least a half hour before early park admission would start, I wouldn't really bother with this first thing in the morning, because this typically has about a 2 to 3 hour line early in the morning because everyone's rushing right here. I tend to wait till more of the afternoon or evening. Like right now it's a 60-minute wait. Much more doable. And you've seen most everything else in the park at this point. You know, so it'll make your wait a little bit easier to deal with than spending 2 hours in line first thing in the morning. Well, everyone, I hope I gave you some ideas about what Express Pass is. The 2 different kinds, again, there's unlimited, where you can ride all of the rides multiple times, or the 1 time on each ride Express Pass. There's 2 different kinds. And I hope I gave you some things to think about versus staying in a hotel to get the Express Pass or just buying it outright. So these are things to consider. And also, Again, how many days you're coming. Length of stay really also matters, and when in the calendar year you're planning to come. So lots to consider when buying Express Pass here at Universal, and I hope this helps you out. If you liked today's video, hit like and subscribe down below to see more, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new video, which is usually once a week. And also subscribe on social media like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, CFL Park Hopper on all three. Thanks for watching.